Hi, good morning. Good morning. Julio Rango. Has anybody ever told you your engine oil is low? And you're like, I don't even know where to begin to check for that? Okay. Well, knowing how to perform a few basic checks on your car can be done in 3 simple steps. Okay, that's knowing where to look, how to perform the checks, and how to correct the minor deficiencies. Okay. Once you learn how to do these simple steps, you'll be able to keep some money in your pocket and the mechanical way. Okay. The first thing we want to do is open the hood. Once we've opened the hood, we always want to identify where the location to your dipstick, the radiator, and the reservoir lie. Okay, everything generally is clearly marked, but if you don't know where to begin, you can always refer to your owner's manual. Okay, now we can get down to the nitty-gritty. We'll begin by checking the radiator. Okay, you will look inside and see the oil level. You want it as close to the top as possible. The radiator fluid is generally either green or pink. Okay. Other than that, if the car has a reservoir, it would have a low and full mark. Okay, which you can easily see. And that, if that's okay, put the radiator cap on. Second thing we're going to do is locate the engine oil dipstick. Okay, you want to pull that out. Wipe it with a rag. Stick it back in. And you're going to pull it back out. And at that time is where we're going to get our reading. All your dipsticks are always clearly marked with a low and full side. You always want to keep it as close to the full as possible. Okay. Now we're going to check the windshield washer reservoir. It's about one of the easiest checks you can do. You're going to look inside, see where the fluid is at. Also, all the reservoirs are always marked with a low and full side. You want to look, you can easily see that. So that's too easy right there. Now we're going to check the tires. Okay, we're going to begin by checking the air pressure. For this you will need an air gauge. You begin by putting the gauge on the valve stem, and that's going to give us our reading. This one is at 32 psi, which is correct for this tire. Okay, but you always want to check your owner's manual and the manufacturer of the tire to make sure that you have the right air pressure for your tire. Okay. Now we're going to move on to checking the tread of the tires. Okay, the easiest way to check the tire tread is to check by the wear indicators that are always on any type of tire you get. It's always going to have a wear indicator. If the tread is even with that wear indicator, okay, it lets you know that you have to change the tire, that the tire is no longer good. Alright. Another thing we're going to check is to make sure we have the appropriate tire for the area that we're in. Alright, all tires are going to be labeled with, whether it be a snowflake, M&S. In this case, this one is a winter tire, clearly defined by the snowflake. And you can see the M&S here, standing for mud and snow. Okay, so in this case where we live, we're required to have snow tires, and that is what we have right now. Okay. If you find any deficiencies, once you've done your checks, you could, like if your radiator was full or low, you can always add the fluid at this time. Your engine oil was low, you can add the fluid at this time. And if your tires need to be changed, you would do that. Okay. performing these little simple steps and correcting the deficiencies, hopefully will keep some money in your pocket in a mechanical way. Thank you.